it's me, Mama Sue, and you found your way to my little old channel, Glam Goat Ace Farm. So happy that you could join us today. We're gonna do a little masking because it's, you know, Mask Monday. We do like to do a nice sheet mask. This is Clear Beauty. That's actually a pretty good name, I think, for a skincare line. Lord have mercy. 24 karat gold and collagen. Okay. Firming face mask. Moisturizing, lifting, glowing. This is made in Korea. We do really like Korean skincare. This came in a box of 5. I got it TJ Maxx. I have found a lot of really high quality, nice sheet masks at TJ Maxx, so I'm really happy. So this is a firming, moisturizing, lifting, and glowing. So when I take this off, I'm gonna look like I'm like 24, right? Seriously, if I just look like I'm 24 hours younger, I'll be happy. Happy. Had a rough night last night, guys. A rough night, and it left me not feeling the greatest today. So I'm going to go ahead because, you know, unfolding the sheet mask is a struggle. It's a real thing. And I'm going to apply this. And, you know, we're going to come back. We're going to do a bit of the Bible. So, you know, if you're here for the word, come on back and get you some. Okay, so this has got a very nice serum to it. It's a little bit thin, but not bad. Oh, that would be the princess. She's making sure that we don't get murdered by, you know, either a delivery truck or possibly a leaf. She's so very brave. So very brave. Anyway, so, you know, it's got a really nice skincare feel to it. Yeah, I had a rough night last night, guys. Now I live pretty secluded here. I do enjoy that. It's not for everybody, but I do enjoy it. I woke up 3 o'clock in the morning. I felt so poorly. I just got up, ran out the front door, half naked. I ain't got no neighbors, so it don't matter. Only thing that's gonna see me is maybe a coyote and a deer, possibly a goat, but they tend to not pay no attention. And the coyotes, they know that, you know, don't mess with that she-farmer over there, because she just as likely to gum you to death as she is to shoot you. They don't mess with me. They don't mess with me. If I hear them out there, I go out and I let out a couple of my own yips, and they all shut up because they know Mama Sue is not to be trifled with now. Don't do it. Don't do it. So, y'all, the big problem is people dumping dogs. That's the big problem. People dumping dogs and people moving out in the country and then letting their big dogs run all night. Because, you know, it's out in the country. They, you know, it ain't like being in the city. They can just run. They can run free. And they can get, you know, shot. So, there's that. Anyways, it is time for the word. James. Oh, Lord. I'm like having it here. King James Version. We are reading Exodus, and I believe we're on chapter 28. So let's read the last verse of chapter 27. Ooh, didn't turn on my light, but, well, let me see. The light on the subject. Yay! Okay, last verse. In the tabernacle of the congregation without the veil, which is before the testimony, Aaron and his sons shall order it from evening to morning before the Lord. It shall be a statute forever unto their generations on behalf of the children of Israel. Okay? So, and we just finished, we finished making the Ark for the Covenant, which is the contract from God made to men, and the tabernacle, which they don't come out and say this, and you know, you got to read it on your own or go back and listen to the last few videos. I believe that the tabernacle is a device of communication directly to the Lord. Keep in mind, this is before Jesus we're talking here, okay? So, chapter 28. And take thou unto thee Aaron thy brother, and his sons with him, from among the children of Israel, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office, even Aaron, Nadab, and Abihu, somebody, Eleazar, and Ithamar, Aaron's sons. And thou shalt make holy garments for Aaron thy brother, for glory and for beauty. So, wearing nice clothes is definitely not against God, because he says right here, we shall make holy garments for Aaron, your brother, Moses' brother, for glory and for beauty. So, you know, it should reflect that you glorify God, but it should be, you know, it can be beautiful as well. And thou shalt speak unto all that are wise-hearted, whom I have filled with the spirit of wisdom, that they may make Aaron's garments to consecrate him, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office. So, the garments for Aaron to consecrate should be special, because, you know, to consecrate him, because he is like speaking directly to God. So he needs to be known. There needs to be something that stands out about him so that people are aware of this. That's my take on it. That's my take on it, guys. As always, if you think differently, let me know, because you might say something that I didn't catch, and I could go, oh, that sounds better than me. And these are the garments which they shall make: a breastplate and an ephod. Don't know what that is, have to Google it. And a robe, and a embroidered coat, a mitre, and a girdle. And they shall make holy garments for Aaron thy brother and his sons, that he may minister unto me in the priest's office. So, he may minister unto me in the... So, I guess they're supposed to be going to the priest's office and having discussion? Minister to me? You know, like, sort of like Bible study maybe, only this is God study. And they shall take gold and blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen, and they shall make ephod of gold and of blue and of purple, of scarlet, and the fine twined linen with cunning work. And it shall have the two shouldered pieces thereof joined at the two edges thereof, and so it shall be joined together. Okay, so, yeah, like a spaghetti straps. They didn't have spaghetti then. And the curious girdle of the ephod, which is upon it, shall be of the same, according to the work thereof, even of gold, of blue, and purple, and scarlet, and fine twined linen. And thou shalt take 2 onyx stones, and grave on them the names of the children of Israel. If you've not seen onyx stone, go to a jeweler, because seeing it online is not going to do it justice. Go to a jeweler and ask them, like, do you have any onyx that I could admire? And they'll usually be happy to show you. Grave on them the names of the children of Israel. That's an interesting... 6 of their names on one stone, and on the other 6 names of the rest on the other stone, according to their birth. Okay, so the 12 tribes. With the work of the engraver of stone, like the engravings of a signet, thou shalt engrave the 2 stones with the names of the children of Israel. Thou shalt make them to be set in ouches of gold. And thou shalt put the 2 stones upon the shoulders of the ephod for stones of memorial unto the children of Israel. And Aaron shall bear their names before the Lord upon his 2 shoulders for memorial. So basically, okay, 12, that leads me to believe that we're talking about the 12 families, the 12 tribes. So 2 stones made of onyx, one here, and each one bearing 6 of the names of the original tribes. That's what I'm getting out of it, okay? And it's obviously set in gold. And thou shalt make ouches of gold, and 2 chains of pure gold at the ends of wreathen work shalt thou make them, and fasten the wreathen chains to the ouches. So there would be like, you know, okay. So that, to me, that's jewelry. All right, that tells me that, you know, anyone that says, oh no, you're not supposed to wear jewelry, and no, that's, but I'm sure you can find some place in here where it says that. But this is God's direct word. And thou shalt make the breastplate of judgment with cunning work. After the work of the ephod, thou shalt make it of gold, of blue, and of purple, and of scarlet, and of fine twined linen. Thou shalt make it. You think when they say thou shalt make it, they're talking to the women? Because I don't see the men doing this. 4 square it shall be being doubled. A span shall be the length thereof, and a span shall be the breadth thereof. And thou shalt set it in settings of stones, even 4 rows of stones. The first row shall be a sardius, a topaz, and a carbuncle. This shall be the first row. And the second row shall be an emerald, a sapphire, and a diamond. The third row, a ligure, L-I-G-U-R-E, a ligure, an agate, and an amethyst. And the fourth row, a beryl, an onyx, and a jasper. And they shall be set in gold in their enclosings. And the stones shall be with the names of the children of Israel, 12 according to their names, like the engravings on a signet. And every one with his name shall they be according to the 12 tribes. I almost want to take a piece of paper and kind of like try to draw this, because they give you such, man, God speaks in such specifics here that you really feel like you could, okay? And thou shalt make upon the breastplate chains at the end of the wreathen works of pure gold. So like for each stones, that's just my take, guys. And thou shalt make upon the breastplate 2 rings of gold, and thou shalt put the 2 rings on the two ends of the breastplate, and thou shalt put the 2 wreathen chains of gold in the 2 rings which are on the ends of the breastplate. And the other 2 ends of the 2 wreathen chains thou shalt fasten in the 2 ounces, and put them on the shoulder pieces of the ephod before it. Thou shalt make 2 rings of gold, and thou shalt put upon them, thou shalt put them upon the 2 ends of the breastplate. Thou shalt make 2 rings of gold, and thou shalt put them upon the 2 ends of the breastplate in the border thereof, which is in the side of the ephod inward. And 2 other rings of gold thou shalt make, and thou shalt put them on the 2 sides of the ephod underneath, toward the forepart thereof, over against other coupling thereof, above the curious girdle of the ephod. This can't possibly be something for war, because gold will not shield you. Will not shield you. It is complete decor. They shall bind the breastplate by the rings thereof unto the rings of the ephod with a lace of blue, that it may be above the curious girdle of the ephod, and that the breastplate be not loosed from the ephod. Okay, so you're going to use a cord of lace of blue, so a like a shoelace, not lace like, you know, lacy, but like a lace, like a shoelace. And you're going to take a lace of blue that it may be, it's going to kind of keep the breastplate and the ephod together. It will connect the 2. And Aaron shall bear the names of the children of Israel in the breastplate of the judgment upon his heart, when he goes unto the holy place for a memorial before the Lord continually. And thou shalt put in the breastplate of judgment the Urim and the Thummim, and they shall be upon Aaron's heart when he goes in before the Lord. And they shall be upon Aaron's heart when he goes in before the Lord. And Aaron shall bear the judgment of the children of Israel upon his heart before the Lord continually. Thou shalt make the robe of the ephod all of blue. There shall be a hole in the top of it, and in the midst thereof, and it shall have a binding of woven work round about the whole of it, as it were the whole of a habergeon, that it not rent. So like it shouldn't fray. I think rent is kind of a synonymous for fray, so that it won't fray. And beneath upon the hem of it thou shalt make pomegranates of blue, and of purple, and of scarlet, round about the hem thereof, and bells of gold between them round about. A golden bell and a pomegranate, a golden bell and a pomegranate upon the hem of the robe round about. So like bell, pomegranate, bell, pomegranate, bell, pomegranate, all the way around. Okay. And it shall be upon Aaron to minister, and his sound shall be heard when he goes in unto the holy place before the Lord, and when he comes out, that he die not. Let's read that again. That was verse 35. And it shall be upon Aaron to minister, and his sound shall be heard when he goes in unto the holy place before the Lord, and when he come out, that he die not. And thou shalt make a plate of pure gold, engrave upon it, like the engravings of a signet, holiness to the Lord. A plate of pure gold, engrave upon it, like the engravings of the signet, holiness to the Lord. And thou shalt put it on a blue lace, that it may be upon the mitre, upon the forefront of the mitre it shall be, and it shall be upon Aaron's forehead. Wow. Okay, so when they say plate, they don't mean like a dinner plate. They mean like, you know, a little plate, a little round, like a disc, a plate. And it shall be upon Aaron's forehead, that Aaron may bear the iniquity of the holy things which the children of Israel shall hallow in all their holy gifts. And it shall be always upon his forehead, that they may be accepted before the Lord. And thou shalt embroider the coat of fine linen, and thou shalt make the mitre of fine linen, and thou shalt make the girdle of needlework. For Aaron's sons thou shalt make coats, and thou shalt make for them girdles, and bonnets shall thou make for them for glory and for beauty. And thou shalt put them upon Aaron thy brother and his sons with him, and shall anoint them, and consecrate them, and sanctify them, that they may minister unto me in the priest's office. So, minister unto me is, to me, it's saying, not only are you going to talk to the priest, but you're going to minister to God. To God himself. This is the tabernacle. It's what that's for. You're going to come back and convey to the Lord. You're going to minister to the Lord these things which has gone on with the priest or the rest of the people. I don't know. I know. I don't know how to communicate it. And thou shalt make them linen breeches to cover their nakedness. From the loins even unto the thighs shall they reach. And they shall be upon Aaron and his sons when they come into the tabernacle of the congregation, or when they come near unto altar to minister in the holy place, that they bear not iniquity and die. It shall be a statute forever unto him and his seed after him. And next is chapter 29. So we have learned a lot about Aaron and his sons, Aaron being the brother of Moses. Aaron and his sons are going to minister. It sounds to me like this is like the whole beginning of the idea of church. The priests minister to the people. You know, the people come to the priests with their questions, their, you know, offerings, you know, their discussions, their needs. You know, they go to the priest for these things. And then the priests and Aaron and his sons minister, talk about these things. The priests make them aware of what's the people have told them. So they minister to each other. Aaron and his sons tell the priest what God has said, and the priests tell Aaron and his sons what's going on with the people, and then Aaron and the sons can go back to the tabernacle and converse with the Lord and say, you know, well, this is what the priest said is what's going on with the people right now. You know, this is what they don't understand. This is what they do understand. These are the needs. These are the things they're concerned about. And, you know, teaching them to also, like, worship and pay respects, sacrifices, etc. So I kind of feel like that's about that. Not only that, but I felt like, I could be wrong, comment below, but I felt like there was a lot to do with the clothing that you wear. I mean, obviously the shades blue and red are huge because everything is blue and red and purple. I don't know what happened to yellow. Maybe yellow's just not available where they're at. So, you know, orange and green are not, you know, I mean, it is a desert, right? But they're wearing the clothing to rejoice in the Lord, okay? The clothing should reflect your rejoice in the Lord, but also for beauty. So you're also wearing it because it looks good, you know? I love the Lord and I look good, okay? My clothes are fine because I love the Lord, you know, something like. And then it starts talking about gold chains, which to me we're talking about necklaces. A disc in the forehead, on the head, that could even be earrings. A disc, a plate worn on the head, that could be earrings. That's on your head, right? I mean, seriously, depending upon the translation from Hebrew, that could have been anything. So I feel like, and then they're talking about fine gems, fine stones. I feel like things such as, I mean, they're not talking about like piercings. They're not talking about tattoos at this point, but they are saying what I think they would consider to be jewelry and fine clothing, and, you know, but respectful at the same time. So, like, yeah, I look good, but I also look respectful because I live in the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, comment below. Let me know how you feel about it. And until the next time, I hope you wake up dancing. Wake up dancing. Ba-bum-bum. Wake up dancing. Every single day. Bye-bye. I feel a lot better after reading. It's true. It's true. And God bless you.